World has a funny way of working out, doesn't it, man? You had 4 quarterbacks. Maybe you're down to just 2 now as we get through Browns training camp. It's on Thursday night. We record this on Thursday, Friday for The Rock. We got some football tonight with the Hall of Fame game. MLB trade deadline. Ryan and I are going to call our shots before the trade deadline. We'll see how that goes with the Guardians. And we got plenty of Browns to get to. And a special guest coming up on this week's edition of the Fontana Show. You're not going to want to miss it here. But you started with 4. Are you maybe down to just 2? And in reality, down to just 1 starter for the Cleveland Browns. Week 1, we'll get to all that right here on Big Play. Welcome to the show, everybody. I am Matt Fontana. He is Ryan Tyler. So happy to have you along on this week's edition of the Fontana Show. Catch us Thursday nights, 8 o'clock on the Big Play Sports Network, all our channels on YouTube, on Twitter, at Matt Fontana Show. And, of course, on Fridays, 4 o'clock on The Rock, presented by our great friends at Garage Beer, Fairway Ford, and Pure AV. We'll tell you a little bit more about Pure AV coming up on this week's edition of the show. We'll get some baseball as well. You know, my Manzardo tweets were kind of blowing up the frustration with Kyle Manzardo about why he's not playing every day. But
if you tweeted the name Manzardo in the last couple days, people were spamming the like button.
Literally, on just a couple of my tweets, 300. The one was almost at 1,000, just going about Kyle Manzardo. But we'll get some baseball coming up on what can be a contentious day with the trade deadline. So Ryan and I record this Thursday mornings. I have no idea. At this moment that we are recording, Stephen Kwan, Emmanuel Clase, and Shane Bieber are all part of the Guardians organization. Is that going to change by the time you watch this? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll get to that a little bit later. One change we had at Browns camp, the big one, Kenny Pickett out for a little while with his hamstring injury. Well, it's quarterbacks, MJ Emerson, man. I hate that. Not only just on how big, and for those that don't know, MJ Emerson ruptured his Achilles tendon. He's going to miss the season. But just I hate that for him. You needed him. He was your starting corner. And I know you're going to move Greg Newsome back out there, and you got Cam Mitchell in the slot and all that kind of stuff. Ryan doesn't like that.
That worries me, Matt. That worries me. That worries me.
Here's the wrench that throws into it. Both Greg and MJ were entering the final year of their deal. Our clip was timed well last week where I said, you might trade one of them because you're not going to sign both of those guys after this season. You might not sign either one of them. I don't know.
You can't trade either one of them now, though.
Well, you can't. You can't. So now you're going to play it out, but you would have loved to have seen MJ Emerson come out and get back to rookie form. You know, whether or not he was playing injured last year, conversations about that. But, dude, how hard is this for Andrew Berry now?
Oh, man.
Like, what are you going to do?
I mean,
you're gonna sign MJ coming off the injury, hoping that maybe he has a higher ceiling. Greg Newsome's probably going to cost more. Like, there's a ripple effect to this whole thing. And I first off, I feel terrible for MJ. But, like, you know, that makes that decision that much harder for Andrew Berry on what he's going to do.
I mean, MJ Emerson was going to be what you hoped your heir apparent to Denzel Ward when he eventually hangs the cleats up, that true boundary lockdown CB1. And you're right, Greg Newsome's probably going to have to go back to the boundary, which he has experience with. But, Matt, he's 6 foot on a good day. And I know Denzel Ward isn't very big either, but he has the elite traits to make up for that.
Elite man coverage guy. Elite.
And I'm not sure that's Greg Newsome's bag.
Yeah, we'll find out. And again, we're going to talk quarterbacks here in a second. But as camp has gone on, it's been kind of what you expected. The Judkins thing's kind of off to the side. Mason Graham, baby. He looks pretty good. He looks pretty good.
People love to hate on him so early for no reason. And I think it's because...
They didn't have pads on. What'd you want him to do?
And I'll admit it, like, he was fat when we drafted him.
Fine.
And I wasn't worried about that in the slightest. You know, when they get here, they're going to get him in right shape.
They'll get to what they need. And there's a different system that he's going to play here than he did at Michigan. You're hoping that he can evolve to that. I think Carson Schlesinger is going to have a really good season for the Browns. I liked that pick a lot over there with him. They're going to need a wide receiver. They had to waive Michael Woods. But camp has gone kind of as expected. You know, injuries, unfortunately, are always a part of it. And here we are, and we turn our attention to the quarterbacks. So pick it out. And I don't want that to be the signal to be like, well, Kenny Pickett is out of this race. He's not missing months, okay? He's going to miss a couple of days. He might even miss a week. And I don't know the severity of his hamstring, and everybody freaks out because they can come back, sure. And Pickett's a little bit of a mobile guy and all that. But it's like people are so instantly quick to be like, oh, okay, well, now we're off to the other stuff. The only thing that hurts here is that Pickett is trying to pick the offense up. You know, if Joe Flacco kind of got hurt with something, you're like, well, he doesn't need all these reps. He wasn't getting all those reps anyway. But out of camp, it's interesting to watch the divide where it was clear Pickett and Flacco were over here and the rookies were over here. And then they kind of had to like be forced to give Shedeur some first team reps. And you know where I stand on people. Well, he was first up here. He's first up here. They don't know. The coaches have a plan about what they're going to do and what they want to see. And it was funny that, you know, my former colleagues over there at ESPN Cleveland, they have the quarterback tracker and everybody loves it. And JJ Watt goes, well, it doesn't mean anything because you don't know what they're looking for in this particular play or what's going on here. At this point, I think camp has gone as expected with the quarterbacks. But now, I think you are down to 2. And if you're down to Dylan Gabriel and Joe Flacco, it's going to be Joe Flacco to start. Now, Darryl Ryder, who I trust very much, had a great tweet. He feels like this team is getting Dylan Gabriel ready to play. I believe that. I don't think it's for week 1. I think he'd be doing a disservice to Dylan and this team to throw him out there game 1. Do I think Dylan Gabriel's going to play this year? Yes. I wish I could place a wager on that. Speaking of wagers, it's later. I wish I could place a wager on that because I know he's going to play. Do I know Shedeur Sanders is going to play? Probably. But I think it has just opened this path up to what we were going to do the whole time. The rookies are going to play a lot in preseason. You're going to see Pickett and Flacco in these joint practices, maybe a little sprinkle of them in the first couple of games. Third game, Flacco's out there. He's starting week 1, and that's just how it's going to go.
Yeah, people were quick to write off Kenny Pickett after the hamstring injury, and I know those are never fun and they can linger, but I kind of was the same thing as you. And in my head, I'm thinking, well, yes, I understand it's not ideal, but he's going to be back sooner than later. But I think what it comes into, like, how thin is that margin between that being the reason that, okay, now you have a hamstring injury, well, let's go back to the Flacco well. Like, is that the main reason? I don't know, but I agree. Dylan Gabriel is going to play 100%. And I just think it's malpractice if you don't start Shedeur a game and let him see what he has in the NFL. Like, is Dylan Gabriel going to come in, start, and light up the world? Is he going to, a couple games in, already get us thinking, oh, he is our franchise quarterback. He's got the kit. I don't think that's going to happen. And I just think if you don't play Shedeur and you trade him, I mean, that's the most Cleveland thing ever for him to go be a franchise story quarterback when you had him here and you didn't even put him on the field.
No, he'll play because you got to find out what you are for next year. Speaking of next year, the Haslam spoke not too long ago about a lot of different things. The stadium's happening. Wow, who would have thunk, right? But a lot of questions to Jimmy and D. Haslam about the Quinshon Judkins thing to start. And I have the same take that I've had. This is on the individual. The teams can only do so much to educate. I appreciate the Browns coming out and saying, we're not standing for this. He's going to get suspended. We know that. Okay, some of the other things. When Jimmy Haslam comes out and he thinks Arch Manning's going back to school, that kind of blew my mind.
Did it? Matt, I loved that answer from him.
But it's like, obviously there's the connection, the Tennessee thing with Peyton and the family, and they know them, okay, fine. But, like, that's a pretty bold statement. When you hear GMs, and especially with this organization, GMs in front office, let alone the owner, their job is to say nothing. Their job is to not give you anything. And Jimmy asked about Arch, straight up goes, I think he's going back to school for 2 years. Like, that changes everything. Now, was that a zig while you zag thing? Was that trying to get out there to help things out? I just appreciated the message of being, we're not even thinking about that. Like, we are not trying to tank this year for any of those quarterbacks. Like, set all of this aside. That was my biggest takeaway from the Arch comment from Jimmy Haslam. That was, we are not putting all our eggs in that basket. Thank God. Play it out. Try to win as many games as you can, and you figure it out when we get to the draft. You got 2 picks. You should be damn near be able to do whatever you want with 2 first-round picks and maybe even future picks to go do whatever you need to go get a quarterback. Do not focus on that. Don't do it. And I appreciate the Browns for saying that and not wanting to go there. The Shedeur comment as well, where Jimmy Haslam was asked, did you draft Shedeur Sanders? Of course he's going to say no. But Andrew Berry, I'm not saying this in a disrespectful way. He's very smart. He's not an idiot. He said, Jimmy Haslam said that they had collaborative conversations about their draft picks. You're in a room getting ready to make a draft pick, and your boss goes, well, I kind of like this guy over here. Come on now. Am I angry about that? Listen, here's the most damning thing that Jimmy Haslam said about the process of drafting Shedeur Sanders. Why is he involved? The answer? He owns the team. He can be involved in whatever he wants. For right, wrong, as angry as you are, or indifferent. The Haslams own the team. They can do whatever they want. Do I necessarily like that? No. I don't own the team. And maybe if I did, I'd be singing a different tune. They have every right to be in that draft room, and I guess they have every right, again, right or wrong, to sit there and give a little wink, wink, nudge, nudge to Andrew Berry about what they want to see in the draft. Do I think that this might have just been to sell some jerseys and get some hype? Saw a picture. My good friend Nick Paulus out of camp. And they got the merch tent up there. I see a Jerry Jeudy jersey. I see a Myles Garrett jersey. By the way, I got to tell you a story about the shirt in a second. I see a David Njoku jersey. Who's the only guy that had both the home and away jerseys up there? It was Shedeur Sanders. They know what they're doing. And I guess you've wasted fifth-round picks on worse. And can the kid play? I think he can. Do I want to? Okay, here's the crux of everything, Ryan. Here we go. Are you as an organization willing to change your course trajectory and change how you're going to operate training camp for Shedeur Sanders? Are you willing to do that? And at this point, what have they shown you? No. That tells me they don't really plan on him being the starter week 1. And everybody that's up in arms saying that Shedeur's not getting a fair shake, or, that's a big rhetoric this week, is like they're not even giving him a shot. Well, they obviously don't see what they're looking for him to be the guy. Life ain't fair, man. It's just not. And if he wants to do it, just like his draft pick status, he's going to have to overcome these things. He's going to have to overcome Dylan Gabriel. He's going to have to vault ahead of Joe Flacco if that's what he wants to do. That's no different than anybody else on this team trying to make it. Outside of a few elite guys, everybody as a 5th-round draft pick, you're going to have to overcome those things. But, of course, Jimmy's going to come out and say that he was, again, I didn't make that pick as GM's pick. Okay, fine. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to complain. I don't have a quarterback. So you drafted 2. Why would I complain about that? Oh, how are they going to handle training camp? They'll figure it out. They're Ivy League guys. They'll figure it out about how they want to run training camp. And I'll tell you, I think it's actually been pretty smooth. The thing that drives us all nuts, every little twist and turn, we're sitting there with a magnifying glass trying to see what it means. Ooh, Shedeur was running with this team over there. Ooh, Dylan was over here doing this. Magnifying glass. What does it all mean? Nothing. They're running practice. They're trying to get these guys right. What did Kevin say the other day? Dude, we're in like installation phase still. We're working on 3rd and long. Said that the other day. He's like, we're just working on 3rd and long plays today. It's not about getting this guy ready or that. We're still installing what we want to see on 3rd and long.
Being a lot of those.
Yeah, Ryan, come on, don't do that to me. Football is back today. Don't drop that on me. We'll get to that coming up. So I put this shirt on today. You can get this at the Big Play store, by the way. And my son, my 4-year-old, goes, Dad, who's that? And I goes, it's Myles Garrett. And he couldn't distinguish between Myles and the Hulk. So he goes, that's Myles and that's Garrett? And I go, no,
that's
buddy.
Funny.
I go,
that's
no,
hilarious.
buddy, it's Myles Garrett. And I go, this is Myles the player, and then that's the Hulk. And he goes, well, Dad, the Hulk is green. And I go, I raised you right, son. And I go, he is, but it's the Browns colors. And he goes, well, why is he that? And I go, because Myles is really big, really fast, really strong, and he smashes people. So he loves the shirt. So I don't know if we have these in kids' sizes, but I'll have to reach out to Cody because my son loves this shirt. You can get it at bigplay.com with all of our great merch there. All right, coming up, we got a special interview. Don from Pure AV is going to stop by. We appreciate all of our great partners here, and Pure AV has been one of them. And Don is going to talk to you about getting that football set up. Football is back tonight. Do you want to watch it outdoors? You want to watch the setup that you got? And something special for our viewers and our listeners out there. Though we'll talk to Don from Pure AV coming up in a little bit. Speaking of special, that is Fairway Ford. They have all the deals for anybody out there. But I'm telling you, if you tell them you heard about it from us, from Big Play, there's going to be even more taken care of for you there. Excellent service department, excellent vehicles, and the summer sale is on at Fairway Ford. It's still rocking. College is getting back. Gonna have that son or daughter driving. So our babysitter is a family friend. She got a driver's license this summer. And I was talking to her and I said, so whose car, did you get a car? She goes, no, I got my dad's old car. And I go, it's because your dad's a smart man. Because now dad gets that new ride. You need something special at Fairway Ford. The pre-owned lot is jam-packed with vehicles. You're thinking about, I don't think about the winter just yet, but you need that four-wheel drive. You're hauling kids around. Whatever you need, Fairway Ford has got it for you. Start your search at fairwayfordohio.com. You will see not only the vehicles, but then the discounts and the pre-tariff pricing. Then the summer sale is on top of that. Listen. I'm going to cut you real straight here. You're looking for a vehicle. What are the three things that you want? A good vehicle, a good deal, and good service. Fairway Ford, and Fairway Ford. It's that simple. Their deals, I mean, trust me, I'm not sitting here on Auto Trader like comparing all these deals and things like that. But just when you go to their website and you see the money off, they have so many demo specials. That's it. That's it. And I talked to so many people at Fairway Ford. Brian, he said, Matt, we're willing to make deals, sometimes even at the detriment of the dealership. Because are we going to lose a little bit of money on there? Sure. But did we take care of somebody and got them an excellent deal? That is what their mission is. It's that simple. 20 years family owned and operated. Go check them out today for the Maverick, the Raptors, the Expedition, the Explorers. That's what I'm driving. They got it all for you at Fairway Ford. Tell them we sent you. All right, special interview coming up. Fontana Show, Rock, Big Play. Stay with us.
The Big Play Sports Network is brought to you by Pure AV, luxury home automation. Experience your dream smart home by visiting pureavcorp.com.
All right, back here on the Fontana Show, we got to get some Guardians coming up, but we do have football tonight with the Hall of Fame game. We have a very special guest in studio, Matt Fontana, Ryan Tyler, alongside one of our great sponsors here on the show is Pure AV and Big Play. We bring in Don from Pure AV. He's in to talk about an important time of the year, Don, because it is football season, and you want that set up. You want that dream. There's so many things we got to get into with the outdoor audio. But the first thing, Don, first off, we so much appreciate you guys at Pure AV. And what I love about you guys, you're honest, you're fair, you do amazing work, but you guys can do it all. You fix everything. And that's the one thing that we've been telling people and why we wanted you in to talk about this. Even if somebody else installed it, even if Joe homeowner over here tries to set something up and it's not working, it doesn't matter what it is. You guys can come out and fix it if it's on the fritz.
Yeah, it's not a problem at all. We deal with that all the time. We've been doing it 25 years. So if you did buy it from somebody else or you have questions or anything, we have a vast group of knowledge in our office. Give us a call and we can get you fixed up, lead you in the right direction. We can handle really any problem that you have. There isn't anything that we can't solve.
It is a one-stop shop in a way because you guys do audio, video. We've talked about the golf simulators, the outdoor audio that is there. But there is so much in today's day and age. You know, you and I were talking that you might set it up that you got Roku's all throughout the house, or you might have all these different TVs. But you've had some people that say, oh, wait, it's not synced up. You know, so you hear a touchdown in the other room. You're sitting there going, wait a minute, just what happened? Like, as football season is coming, now is the time that you're going to want your AV setup to be perfect, and you guys can take care of it before that.
No, great point that you touched on. That is one of the biggest things that we get a call about is we have a bunch of Rokus. The sound's not synced up. Half of the house saw that great play before the other house, other half of the house, and everyone's cheering and what for, right? So, yeah, we can take care of that. We can sync that up, make your problems go away.
You guys can do anything, too, from somebody that, again, a medium-sized, small-sized house. You guys have, I'm not trying to boast about this. You guys should, though. You have multi-million-dollar houses that you guys are in. And the thing is, I'm telling anybody out there watching, you're saying, well, it might not fit my budget. You don't know until you guys come out. You guys do free estimates. We'll tell everybody about something special for our viewers and listeners out there in just a second. It doesn't matter what you're looking for. And it could even be something as grandioso as we want to redo everything. We talked about remodeling, before this. A lot of people doing new additions, doing new things, but it doesn't matter what it is. Any size house, you guys can come out and help out.
Yeah, very true statement. A lot of times it is just a small fix. We get a guy out for a couple hours and look like a hero, right? It was something small. Customers, they don't know what they don't know. They're so intimidated by it. Our guys really walk in, not intimidating. They talk to you like a normal person. We get you fixed up and we're on the way. That is one of our big strong suits.
The other thing, the efficiency of that. Again, here I am thinking like, well, I just got a couple Rokus. No, you could actually be much more efficient. You can control everything from your phone. We talk about home automation that you guys can do and sync it all up. So anybody out there, you might be thinking, well, I got a decent setup. You might, but it could be even better with some of the products that you guys have.
No, you're 100% right. A lot of people don't like big control systems. Now, we do those,
sure.
But some people, hey, I just want one remote and I want it to control everything. I need it simple. And we can do simple. We make it very simple. We can work with what you have. We can sprinkle in some pieces. We're not out to make that big sale.
Yeah.
We're there to take care of you. That's our whole goal.
And that's a great point, too, talking to Don from Pure AV, because you might have some people out there that are techie or they really do like it. And like you said, they want the big control. There's other people that want the simple thing and, hey, I want to be able to control this. So I think that's such a great point. It's what do you need? What do you need out there? What are you looking for? And you guys can do it.
100%. Yeah.
The other thing that we want to talk about as we get close to getting towards the fall season, which is my favorite time of the year, and you want to be outdoors. And you were saying a lot of the things, not a lot of things, but a lot of people are starting to get involved in the outdoor audio. Now, same thing. Whatever you want that 4K TV outside. You want the all-weather TV. You got a pergola out there. But a lot of people are getting into outdoor audio right now, which is exciting.
Yes, and one of the main things that we do well and we do better than others is, you have your TV. Nobody at your house wants to listen to the sound from the TV outside. Mm-hmm. It's not going to work. So integrating that into your outdoor audio space and the pergola or the, Three Seasons rooms and things like that, we're masters of that. We will get that audio dispersed everywhere. So if everyone's not around the TV, you have a group over here, they're not going to miss a play. Mm-hmm. They're going to be in the game. It's
going to be a lot of fun, too, because I think about just hosting. If you're a family out there that you enjoy hosting and you've got the house to do it, to have that setup is so much fun because, I have kids, so we're at a lot of birthday parties. And even I think about this a lot with my own home because we're having a big family event this fall. And my wife and I, I'm a little ashamed to admit this. I take a TV outside, I put it on a table, I run an extension cord, and I plug it in. I think about that so much about if we had that space, not just while we're entertaining, but there's nights that my wife and I would like to go sit out on our patio and watch the latest episode of Dexter out there. It's not just about that big hosting, which again, if you're into that, then this is huge, but it's about enjoying your home. It's about being, this is where we live. This is our place. We want to be out there enjoying it every single day as well.
Yeah, and the cost is probably not what you think.
That's a great point,
what
yeah.
You could go buy all the parts for yourself. Yeah. We could professionally install that. Mm-hmm. And you're not going to have those problems. You're not going to be halfway through and, you're spending time with your children and trying to enjoy this great moment, but you're tied away to go, oh, can you fix the TV? Can you turn this up? No. We make that easy and it's taken care of.
And the other part of that too is I can install it. Am I going to read through that manual to know every little thing? Like when you guys are there, when you're done, you sit down with people and say, this is how this works. And this is exactly how it's supposed to be. So you're getting the maximize. Why would you not want to maximize everything that you're installing? And then it comes back to our first point. If something goes wrong, which it's technology, it's bound to, you guys are there to fix it. And the same thing goes as we started with talking with Don about this. Even if somebody else installed it, even if I installed it, another company installed it, you guys can come out and get it fixed. If something breaks, Pure AV's right there for you.
Correct. We don't believe in service plans or anything like that. If you bought it from us, we're going to take care of you. And, try us. Call at 7 p.m.
It is. And the same thing, you're interested in this, you guys will come out. First off, I always tell people they should go down to your guys' showroom. It's a short drive to Akron. You guys will still come back out to the home, but I think it's great to start in the showroom. You guys have everything set up. You can walk through, hey, I like this, like that. Bring some floor plans if you want, but then just have you guys come out to the home, walk around. And I think that is such an important part. you guys know stuff. You guys know some things that I don't even know about. You could be telling me about a new audio system, a new TV setup that I don't even know exists, but you guys do because this is what you do.
No, you're right. People they don't know what they don't know. They come in and they get all of these grand ideas. And, when you're building a new home, you're going and looking at flooring. You're going and looking at siding. And we're just part of that. Come see what would fit into your home.
And you guys do new construction too, and sometimes I'm assuming that's a lot easier too to get in there and say, hey, if we move this over here, we can do some really big things. So new construction's a big part too.
A lot more cost efficient to do it while you're building. It's much more efficient than us having to retrofit your entire house.
Yeah. Yes. We tell you about Pure AV because they're the best, but it gets even a little bit better. If you mention me, you mention Fontana, you mention Big Play, you guys help out so many people, but you really help out our Big Play fans out there if they want anything. PureAVcorp.com is our website. Phone number's up there. You can check them out as well. But something a little special coming up for this fall if you guys want for any of our Big Play fans. So just when you reach out to Pure AV, tell them we sent you, tell them Big Play, my name. Again, you guys help so many people out, but you really like helping our fans out for sure.
No, and I definitely enjoy this.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Browns quarterback. Flacco now that Pickett's a little injured there. What do you think? It's got to be him to start the season, right? You want to watch Joe Flacco? Well, I know it's not 4K because Don, when are we going to get 4K sports? And that's not really, it's not your choice there, but it's going to be there soon, right?
Again, call us.
Yeah.
Like, the broadcasting of 4K and where you need to be will help you with that. So you can get 4K.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's going to be fun. It's got to be Flacco to start. Ryan's upset because he wants his guy Shador to start week 1, but I think it's got to be Flacco now. How do you think the season's going to go?
I'm putting my chips on Flacco.
Yeah, there you go.
He's true, tested. Look what he did to us for years.
Yeah.
Now he's part of us.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
It's going to be a fun year. So, again, you got it all set up. The Browns, college football. Like, we all know those Saturdays that you sit down at noon, you don't go back. I think about that. Like, what a perfect Saturday could be. It's a beautiful day. You sit out on your patio. You're there at noon, and you're there till it gets dark, watching football all day out on that patio, indoors, audio, visual. You guys do it all, Don. We really appreciate you, man. We thank you so much for coming in. And I say this, I will not be able to do it justice, and I try to every week here on the show, but I'm telling you, if you're at all interested, just reach out. You guys are there to even talk on a phone call or come out to the house. Like, what I tell you is like this little fraction of what they can do for you at Pure AV, because it's endless, it's limitless. Like you said, you work with any budget, you work with what people need, and you provide a great service, man. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Great stuff with Don. So again, pureavcorp.com is their website. They'll come out to your house for free, and they're taking care of our listeners and our viewers out there from Big Play this fall season coming up. Why Kyle Manzardo can't get a spot in this lineup every single day, I don't know. We'll talk about it. Fontana Show. Stay with us. I was being a little tongue-in-cheek on some of my Kyle Manzardo take on why he's not in the lineup. I kind of get it, but it's also getting frustrated with the guards. MLB trade deadline. Welcome back, Fontana Show. You're part of the Big Play Sports Entertainment Network. Of course, The Rock, Fridays, 4 o'clock. He's Ryan Tyler. I'm Matt Fontana. We appreciate Don from Pure AV joining us. And as always, appreciate Garage Beer. Dude, preseason drinking game's going to be here before you know it.
It's very true.
Yes.
I mean, you could do it today.
We could do it for the Hall of Fame game. We'll get to that coming up in a little bit. And, of course, our friends at Fairway Ford. Why is Kyle Manzardo not playing every day?
So, Matt, let me ask you this. I've been told that
I don't understand it.
I've been told that Stephen Vogt doesn't always have control of the starting lineup.
No. In today's day and age of baseball, young Ryan, the analytics front office people go, we think this is the lineup you should put out there today.
Too many nerds, man.
No, I mean, they got I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm smarter than a computer because I know I'm not. But there's a few absolutes. Stephen Kwan is going to lead off for you. Jose Ramirez is batting third. Like, that's it. But then they look at the pitcher, and then they look at this, and then they kind of put this out, who's hitting hot, who's on a good streak right now, and they come up with these lineups. The thing is, it's apparent for the Guardians that I think they put too much in this righty-lefty matchup stuff, and that's why you see Fry in there versus Manzardo. I don't know what the hell with Carlos Santana anymore. I don't get it. I really don't. Like, they're trying to honor him because he's a veteran guy, like this and that. It's some of what I'm saying about Manzardo is tongue in cheek, where I joke that like David Fry hit a home run, then they pinch hit Manzardo for, and I go, clearly you don't want home runs being hit here. The Manzardo thing, like aside, it's just you're trying to piece together a lineup that clearly has deficiencies, and like I would rather like if you put Kyle Manzardo in there and he hits lulls, I'm not going to be one that's going to be reactive, so pull him back out of the lineup and do all this other kind of stuff. I understand that that's not always the fan base, that he goes 0 for 5, he goes 0 for 1 for 12 in a streak. People are going to be freaking out. What do you want him to do? I'd rather leave Kyle Manzardo in there than see David Fry up there and Carlos Santana. I don't know. And then we're going to talk about the Class A thing here in a minute, but now we get to the trade deadline. So Ryan and I are recording this about 9:30 Thursday morning. So we have no idea. There's all these rumors circling. Number one, it seems like Bieber is going to go, which is going to pain me. That sucks. Because I hope that, like, through the rehab what did I say on our show a year ago? Sign him to the extension. Even with the injury. I wanted him signed to an extension before that. Whatever. They don't sign pitchers to extensions. Bibby's the lone exception, and I don't know, to make Tanner Bibby. So Bieber's going to go. That's going to pain me.
He's not getting dealt, don't worry.
Okay. If they trade Stephen Kwan, I'm going to have an aneurysm. I'm going to lose it. Okay. And I'm one that I'm a realist for baseball, and I've in a way understood what the Dolans have had to do. You do not trade Stephen Kwan at this trade deadline. You just don't do it. You get the Godfather offer. This is what I've pieced together, talking to some people. Shout out to Justin Lotta, Locked On Guards. Him and I've been texting a lot recently. And you go, and this is how Justin feels, and I do too. There's a Godfather offer, right? You want to match that, we'll talk. But you're not even going to come to the table with what they want. Don't even bother calling us. That's fine. That's fine. The video of Kwan waving goodbye to everybody pissed me off. Okay, that bothered me. And I get that that's like the bullpen guy was the Twins hugging people, just trying to mess with people. I think that's what Steven was trying to do. But you don't trade him now. You'll hopefully be able to run this back and be competitive next year. And you kick the can down the road. I don't want Stephen Kwan traded, and I hope they don't. Now, what's going to happen with Emmanuel Clase? We'll touch on that situation next. It's the Fontana Show, part of Big Play. Rock. Matt Fontana, Ryan Tyler with you. Stay with us.
The Big Play Sports Network is brought to you by Smart Choice Windows. Energy-efficient products at an affordable price. Visit smartchoicewindows.com today.
This is a dark cloud over the Cleveland Guardians organization right now that I really never thought we'd be here. Rob Manfred in the clubhouse talking about this. You got another guy involved in potential gambling, and it's your star all-star closer. Welcome back to the Fontana Show, presented by Garage Beer, Fairway Ford, and Pure AV. Catch us on Thursday nights at Matt Fontana Show on Twitter, 7 or 8 o'clock. Our show goes out also on YouTube at Big Play, and of course on The Rock on Fridays. There's a real world that Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz are lifetime banned from Major League Baseball. There's a real world that happens. If it is found out that they were throwing pitches the way that they were, not even like literally throwing, I mean like diving pitches the way that they were doing, and that video of Clase looks pretty damning to me, they will be kicked out for life. That is what's going to happen. I take no joy in saying that. It had to happen here, man. For what? For your buddies to win a couple $1,000, if that? You jeopardize millions of dollars of your career? Oh, nobody will know. I'm going to try to keep this on the rails for you, Ryan, here for just a second. Is everybody watching? You're going to get caught. You are going to get caught. If you're at a Coldplay concert with somebody you're not supposed to be there with, and if you're doing that in baseball and throwing pitches, you are going to get caught. There is no freaking world that you're not going to get caught. And I would scream that to these players when you got digital on this. This isn't some bookie in some back alley of a bar. This is all digital. In 2 seconds, these sports books are going to go, did we just get I don't even know the dollar amount. Like, what? Did we just get a $500 wager on Emmanuel Clase to throw a ball? And by God, he did. You really, I had a friend text me this in our group. He goes, well, did the sports books report this? Of course they did. They don't want to lose. They don't like losing. And especially when it's not on the up and up. When it's not above board, they're going to call this out. There's no world that you're not going to get caught. What's your defense? Oops. My bad. I'm really bad at throwing first pitch strikes. This looks really bad. And now it complicates things because if you thought Emmanuel Clase was going to get traded, now you will get nothing. You will get nothing back from him. What horrible timing in this whole situation as well. Did you see Clase's Instagram post?
No.
He's supposed, I just saw this. I'm assuming it's Emmanuel Clase's Instagram, that he posted something, and it was his all-star rings, and it said good night. Either he's saying, I don't know what to make of that. But Rob Manfred in town to talk to the Guardians. This is bad. This is not good. This is really serious stuff. Do I blame the organization for this? No, I do not. Because they can only tell the players and have these meetings and go all this other stuff and tell them all this and that. Here's one thing I do have to get off my chest, though. Stephen Vogt didn't pick up on any of this. Now, that's an awkward situation for you to be in, right? To basically blow the whistle on something that will completely detonate your season. And then also hurt your trust with the rest of that clubhouse if you go and rat out your own players. But this is one that plausible deniability, I don't like that. And this is just me talking. Stephen Vogt didn't have somebody in that clubhouse that was close enough to him to come up to him and go, hey, man, was it really just Clase and Ortiz? Were they really that tight-lipped about that? And one other layer to this that I just recently found out, Clase and Ortiz are good buddies. Now that makes sense. One of them started doing it. The other one, hey, I can get you involved in this. We'll help our friends here, make a little bit of money. It won't hurt anybody. It's just a ball. Do it when there's nobody on, no count, whatever. They thought it was innocent, and it's not. And it might cost them their careers. But I just thought that was interesting that, like, you know, if you're, Ryan, I'm going to put you in Stephen Vogt's shoes, right? Yeah. First thing, Kyle Manzardo in the lineup. Second, if you find out about that, do you not, like, how do you let that keep happening?
I'm sorry. John Morosi 2 minutes ago.
Oh boy.
Source, Jay's close to acquiring Shane Bieber.
Okay. Bieber. That's not shocking.
So let's, I don't want to assume.
The Blue Jays, again, Shapiro and Atkins. All we do is trade with the Blue Jays. The Padres.
Oh, man.
And like
two Biebers in Toronto.
Oh, yeah. That's right. He is Canadian. It's finalized. Oh, if prospect Cal Steven is likely to go to Cleveland. All right, well, Bieber doesn't shock me so much. I just don't want Kwan to go. All right, quick, you're in Vogt's shoes. Do you think I'm missing the mark on this by saying that Stephen Vogt has a little accountability in this for not like policing and controlling his clubhouse?
I mean, it's your job. It's quite literally your job. No, I'm not going to blame him, but it reminds me of the one situation in college football. You're harboring that key term that we could never remember what it was.
Institutional control.
Yes, it's your
lack of institutional control.
Yeah, it's your job to control the clubhouse, and you're the manager. That's quite literally your role.
Yeah, that's a good call. All right, well, we don't have much control over the grid. We got it Thursday night. We got Hall of Fame game tonight, but we get the grid. We'll do it next. Stay with us. Fontana Show right here on The Rock and Big Play.
The Big Play Sports Network is brought to you by Lake Spur Marketing, connecting your brand to the right customers. Visit lakespurmarketing.com today.
All right, we got the grid. Preseason does not count. We got to get to the regular season. Some big trades that eventually will ease up the grid for us, but we don't have it right now. He's Ryan Tyler. I'm Matt Fontana. This is the Matt Fontana Show. Go. Hey, quick thing. Do you want your name on the show? Like the Matt Fontana Show with Ryan Tyler?
No.
I think you deserve it.
No.
You've been with me long enough.
Yeah, but
integral is the show to me.
Nah.
Maybe. Oh, and then we got to redo graphics and
No,
everything.
we don't need to do all that.
All right, here we go. 5,000 career receiving yards. I'd say Jerry Rice got that done.
Yes, and he did not play
He
for the
didn't go to
Falcons.
either one of those other spots. Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
He doesn't even work yet for Seattle because he hasn't played there yet. And I would say Michael Irvin did that. Oh,
Show some love.
all right. He's out of a job. You might need to bring him back, man. You might need to bring him on back to this team, and I would not hate it. I wouldn't hate it. All right, what's screaming there to me?
Yeah, something is absolutely screaming.
What is screaming to me there? It's not Carson Palmer. It's not Jimmy Garoppolo.
No.
Something's bothering me.
Yeah,
there.
no.
It's not Chad Johnson.
You're absolutely right.
We might have to come back to that. All right, Carson Palmer doesn't work for any of those other ones. Chad Johnson doesn't work for any of those other ones.
Bengals, Rams.
Tyler Higbee doesn't work there.
Yeah, no. There's got to be like a defensive back that I just can't think of.
Well, Eli Apple, I think, just signed with the Rams. He just signed
then
some,
maybe
or
that's what I'm
no, he
thinking
signed
of.
with Dallas, but he hasn't played yet, so it doesn't really matter there. I'm just trying to rip through Bengals players. TJ Hushmanzada, I don't remember where he ever went after that.
We're going to go to Falcons.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Falcons, 49ers.
Matt Schaub doesn't work at any of those. Does Marcus Mariota work for any of those? I don't remember if he was in Dallas or not. Brian Hoyer didn't play in either one of those other spots. Colt McCoy didn't play in either one of those other spots. Matt Schaub, I don't think, works for any of those. Julio Jones didn't go to any of those other spots.
Yeah, why can't I think of anything?
Wait, Darnell Mooney? That's a deep cut.
For the,
Nah, I'm just bringing him up as a Falcons player.
yeah, he's on the Bears, though.
I don't know. I don't know.
Jonnu Smith, did he go to any of these places?
No.
Hayden Hurst, did he go to any of these places?
No. This is a tough one. And I know that there's some legacy 49ers player that I'm not thinking of right now.
Did Dion go? Did Dion play for Falcons?
Oh, yeah, duh. Dion, he played for the Cowboys.
And Falcons, right?
Yeah. There we go. We're on the board.
Yeah, we just need to see one go through.
All right, there we go. All right, Rams. It's not Clay Matthews because his dad played for the Falcons, but he didn't.
Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley is correct. Look at that. Todd Gurley. Well done. Okay. All right, let's close this one out here. I'm sniffing quarterback, but I can't get my mind, like, again, Mariota. It's not Kirk Cousins, obviously. Alex Smith didn't go there.
What? No. Alec Mack? Did he play for both of those?
Yes, he did.
Right?
Alex Mack. Yeah. Yes, he finished his career there. You're 100% correct. Well done. Nice. All right. All right, Bengals now. Bengals. Something is just wrecking me right there.
Bat Randy kick for any of these teams?
Oh, Bengals, Rams, Andrew Whitworth. Big Whit. Oh, nope.
Oh, no, we're good. We're good.
We're good. We're good. Andrew Whitworth, done. All right, let's try to get Bengals Cowboys because there should be something there. I don't think it's Miles Austin. I feel like that's a receiver. It's not Brandon Cooks.
Bengals, Cowboys. Yeah, something's...
Something. I don't want to go to kicker.
Andy Dalton.
See, folks, it's harder than you.
It is. No, it definitely is when it's in your face.
All right, the one I said. I feel like this is like a Hall of Fame player too, and I just, for the life of me,
Did Boomer go out anywhere?
yeah, it's not like Boomer, like Montana.
Jeremy Hill, did he play for the 49ers?
I don't know. Giovanni Bernard.
No, he went to Tampa. I don't think he's been
I don't
on
know if he went
on
to San
Fran.
Francisco.
Marvin Harrison, no. I mean, is it not Ocho Cinco? Did he play for the Niners? Or am I making that up?
That's,
Am I
it
making
might
that
be
up?
what's screaming to me, but I don't know that for sure. Oh, boy. This is a tough one. We got to rip this one quick. There's something absolutely screaming to me, and I can't even put my finger on it. Ow, man. I can't even come up with like a kicker. I don't even know if I can come
Did
up
Fat Randy kick for the Niners?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I really don't.
He probably hates that people call him fat.
I'm
Randy.
sure he does. Lose some weight, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. All right, I don't even have like an idea of a
pull
guess.
something.
We gotta go. Just go Chad Ochocinco, I guess.
I really don't remember.
I don't really think that works either.
Or you know what? Josh Johnson, should I try?
Sure. Yeah, nice. He never comes through with us.
Josh Johnson well.
Terrell Owens. That was it. That
I was
literally-
mixing up Ochocinco with Terrell
that
Owens.
was
That's
it.
why.
I knew there was one screaming
Yep.
at us. I knew it.
Well, we did it.
We got it. Back right after this. All right, wrap things up. As always, appreciate you joining us. Don, Pure AV, great stuff with him. As always, Thursday night, Fridays. We're doing this Thursday morning. Shane Bieber's going to the Toronto Blue Jays, it sounds like. So he's the best, man. Cy Young winner. I know the short season and all that. That makes me sad. That makes me sad. Call your shot right now. By the time we do the show next week, Stephen Kwan will be playing for
The Cleveland Guardians.
I agree with you. How much do you like the Hall of Fame game preseason? You know, I'm going to watch every second of it tonight.
Yeah, Trey Lance is starting for the Chargers. That's my guy. I wanted the Browns to sign him.
Feed it to me.
So I think Trey Lance could be a good reclamation project.
I love it. Feed it to me. We appreciate everybody joining us. Pure AV, Garage Beer, and Fairway Ford. We'll talk to you next week. For Ryan Tyler, I am Matt Fontana. And as always, take it easy.
We'll be right back.